Connecting Aiken is what Inspiring Communities is bringing forward in our area. One of the topics that we talked about early on in this series of the Aiken Board of Realtors Connecting and Inspiring Communities series was with Christopher Emanuel about the Teen After School Center. We're here. Now, Christopher, this has got to be a dream come true for you.
Oh yes, definitely.
And there are people that have helped you make this happen. And so we're here with Ms. Betty Ryberg, who is one of the people involved in the Mentor Coalition. Betty, tell us about that group.
We're excited about this. There has been a desire in the community to make sure that we connect the community, but also that we invest. This is an investment. So we talked about it. We have Rotary is involved, Sunrise Rotary will be involved, and now we have community members that are actually coming forward with either services or mentoring opportunities, or they've got connections where they could donate computers to desks, everything. The eagerness of the adults that want to connect with the kids is the investment that's made. And it's an investment not just for these students' lives, but it's an investment for us that we can see we're passing the baton of leadership and talent and value in all aspects of their life, not just academics, but in every single part of their being, so that we can see, and we see this as a program that's not just investing in their future, but it's investing in our present.
And that means we connect Aiken. And one of the big things that Christopher, you and I talked about when we first got to know each other was how to connect people, not just in work or in school, but in any of those other ways where you need to meet somebody, have a door open, to have an introduction made. How has having that tool in your arsenal helped you expand your mission in the way that you have?
That's a great question, and again, thank you so much for the awesome connections. Thank you, Betty Ryberg and the Rotary Club. It has helped us out tremendously, and it's put us in the posture for people to see exactly, what we have going on and what it is that our young kings and queens are yearning for. And what we're noticing is that we're not the only ones that want to see our young kings and queens prosper. So, it's essential for you. Again, we always talk about everybody speaking the same language and operating out of the laws of collective community. And this is a prime example of what it means to operate out of the laws of collective community.
If there were one other thing or the next step forward, I always ask this question, what's the next step? What's the next thing you see that you need, or what's on the horizon that you might want the community to connect and help address for you?
More so for our young kings and queens to be more of employers versus employees. And in order to do that, we have to introduce them to those trades, whether it's electrical or sewing or fashion or artistic expression. So what it is that we would need coming forward, and what we would like to see is for our young kings and queens to take advantage of those opportunities and leverage those opportunities and monetize their gifts to where they are being prosperous citizens.
And Betty, how do you see the mentorship dovetailing into that mission?
I think that's the most exciting part. We said to people that were eager to participate, you tell us where your expertise lie and what you want to share. And we've had 3 people come and say, what about filmmaking? And
Right.
I thought that was brilliant, because taking everybody into filmmaking is everything from music to video to actually processing the filmmaking. And I thought that was a generous gesture on the part of the mentors, but they're excited.
Yeah.
They know that when they find this audience, and it could be as simple as just creating a film for yourself, the musical part of it, there's people that want to share their musicology. And I thought, besides the academics, which is certainly part of what this is, everything from engineering to science to math to literature, the full person is what people want to share. They didn't get where they are into adulthood by just staying on a road. They've got all sorts of other things in their life, from sports to hobbies to avocations. And I think these students will see how close they are to those mentors.
Absolutely.
And one of the big things is music that connects all of us.
Yeah.
And we have seen how music can change lives and bring people together, and it's that universal worldwide language that we all love and understand. And so Alice Veach gave you a baby grand piano.
Wow. It was amazing.
So what we're looking at is this opportunity to teach the kings and queens here how to play the piano. Some of them might already play, I think, and learn how to play and can play the intro to the movie.
It was so ironic because right before you mentioned it to us, we had one of the young kings come and was like, hey, I want to learn how to play the piano. And I was like, no way. So everything is happening the way it's supposed to. And this is something that they want. So, I tell people all the time, favor is faster. When you're doing right and you do right by others, God allows you to get the tools and resources, and He aligns His grace with your work ethic so that we can bring heaven upon earth and helping these young kings and queens to do what it is that they desire in their heart, moving them and bending them towards their gift. So it's been an absolute humbling experience. I think that it affects me more than it affects them, just seeing the joy on their faces and knowing that, they're not alone.
I thought seeing that piano and seeing how spontaneous they were with singing along and then sitting down at the piano and doing a run, I thought that is surely Christmas joy right there.
Absolutely.
And music does connect Aiken, but what else connects Aiken is the work that realtors do in our community. We're going to be joined next by Victor Chandler, a realtor colleague, a supporter of the lab, and a congregant at Second Baptist.
Well, my experience was like, it's dope. It's like a great group to come together as like brothers and kings to learn more about different lifestyles and like how to grow as a person, because I've been able to better myself since I've been here and all like that. So
I learned how to walk in my proper person, and I learned how to be a king, an individual king serving the Almighty King. And I learned how to move different, and I learned wiser. And as far as my music career, like, I'm gonna go to the next level with it. I got instruments like piano and all that I'm gonna learn.
At the Task Center, I experienced that you can put your mind to do anything.
My tax experience helped me become a king, helped me surround myself with kings, helped me with my academics and football too.
My experience here, Mr. Christopher had taught us how to be a king and how to overcome so many obstacles and how to really invest in things like with the studio stuff. Like, he really helping us overcome like what we want to do in life. And most of us like rapping, so with that being done, we have invested in different stuff.
He taught us how to invest in our money, surround ourselves with kings.
Some things I done learned is how to make money, how to handle things, how to save money, how to be around people, and I learned how to be a real man.
So, Victor Chandler, you are a volunteer here, a mentor. You were telling me earlier that you created some relationships with the students. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, when I first got in here, I had to get acclimated to the culture. I met a lot of different young men. The first guy I connected with right off the bat was the young man by the name of LaShawn. Very motivated, very focused individual. You can tell that they are hungry for more. They want to learn, and Chris is like a brother, a friend, and a father to these young men. So I really got a connection with several of them, but like I said, I do connect more with LaShawn right off back, and then I started reaching out to a young man by the name of Danielle, and right now he hasn't been in the program for the past couple of days. They're interested in arts, music, sports, so they have a lot of different passions, and they're willing to just pick up whatever you give them. So, yeah.
So have you found that your experience in life, being an athlete, being a professional in the community, has helped you find a niche in how you can give back through this program?
Well, I feel like this population, they respect athleticism. You know, Chris and I, we go play basketball with the young men. We also box with them, and we just exercise in general. I may not be the best basketball player, but but I am very much an athlete in other regards as far as sprinting, and I think I did boxing pretty well. And even growing up the way that I did, I can relate to the background that they come from, and I've had friends that come from that background as well. So as Chris said, is getting to be able to speak one language, so I feel like I'm picking up on their language as well. It gives me a good point of relation with them.
So you know what our profession can bring when realtors come together on an issue or a mission or a topic. We bring a lot of energy and effort, and sometimes we can bring dollars, sometimes we can't. Is there something that our association can do to encourage these kids to take that next step and become a realtor or an entrepreneur or go into a small business? Is there some role that they can play in that next step of the future of these young kings and queens that you're working with?
Oh,
It's either one of you, Victor. or Christopher.
most definitely. We could start by having the inspectors, different people that we work with, as far as the carpenters, the plumbers, the roofers. They can come and talk to them as well to show them how they started off, what goes into it, how they get the certification. We can also establish mentorship or apprenticeship programs with them as well. See who'd be willing to do so. As Chris said, we want to have more employers and not employees, but you do have to start somewhere. And the fact of the matter is, not everyone is built to be a boss, because not everyone can handle the everyday stresses of being an entrepreneur and handle the overhead. Some people really just do want a comfortable life. They want a house and a car and just a stable income. But yes, and as realtors, we can come and talk to them as well, because we do have people with dynamic personalities inside of this group. So just showing them and curbing that energy into the right places, we can really make an impact with them.
And Christopher, is there, as we look at those ways that Aiken connects, whether it's with Victor and his professional mentorship, his athletic mentorship, or you with your own life mentorship, is there then another opportunity for anybody to say, I love this program, I think this is great. Like Betty said, it's an investment in our community and its future. Is there some other way that we need to reach out and harness that energy that is apparently out there to have people relate with young people? Do we need to do a trades forum and have maybe 6 or 7 different people that do plumbing, electrical come in and do a whole day or a workshop? Is that something that would help? Or do you want to do a tour with Habitat for Humanity, for example, and have them learn from the guys that are master carpenters that build a Habitat house, so that they actually experience everything from being the person hauling the nails to driving the nails to buying the nails?
Right.
Is there an opportunity within that you see?
You know, I think opportunity is limitless, and everything that you named can be an asset to, you know, our young kings moving forward. So it's something that we'll definitely look forward to as we continue to build these relationships.
So if you want to connect Aiken and you want to contribute to the Teen After School Center and its mission to bring people together and sing the one language of common humanity, I ask you to put that hashtag on there, TASC, and let's see what you want to bring to bear here. Not only with the Teen After School Center, but with the mentorship program and the Board of Realtors, bringing opportunity in our community.